Yo, what is up, guys? This is Nick Mira from Internet Money. Today I'm going to be making a Travis Scott type beat for y'all. Something you would hear on rodeo, maybe Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight, you know, something like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, I'm going to grab a plugin. I like Keyscape. I'm just going to grab a simple piano, see if I can come up with some melodies. To make this piano sound more realistic, I'm going to do Alt-S on the keyboard. I'm just going to strum these notes. Going to lower some of the velocities of the notes too, just for variation. And I don't like this blank space here. I'm just going to fill this up. Control A, select all these, shift click, and drag over. I always like to change up some notes in the 7th or 8th bar to give it some variation, because it can get real boring real fast if you just have the first 4 bars repeating over and over and over. Let's say the piano melody's done. I'm just gonna add some light drums to it. Control B. What I'm doing right here is to duplicate these notes. Again, variation is key, so over here, 7th or 8th bar, I'm going to switch some of these notes up just to make it different. Control L for legato, connect these notes. Alt U to chop. I think I might put the chop over here on the snare. Now, a little trick that Wonder Girl, a producer for Travis Scott, uses sometimes is she'll move the hi-hats where the kicks hit just a little bit forward, so it'll create a sort of a clipping effect, if you will. For the sake of saving memory, I'm going to solo this keyscape real quick. Go on my master track, open Edison, and I'm going to record the melody in Edison, then drag it onto the playlist so I can remove this plugin. Got that. So I'm gonna go to over here, edit properties, tempo sync it, press accept. I'm gonna enlarge this to show more options up here. Gonna trim the side noise. Now this is perfectly lined up. Extra bar we don't want here. Go in super close, and I'm gonna just cut this part right off. Delete. You can even name it if you want. Just put piano. Now I can remove this. I'm actually not going to remove the notes. I'm going to keep those. So I'm just going to put a sampler here. Next off, I'm going to add a second melody for this, just to give it more depth and layer. So I'm actually going to go to the Drum Select Omnisphere Bank. You can buy it at drumselect.com. It's the Nick Mira Chernobyl Bank. I'm going to grab this sound right here. As for memory again, I'm going to go into Edison, do the same thing with this melody. Go in here, extra bar we don't want, zoom in, delete, that's cut off. Add this melody, I'm gonna drag it into the playlist. Now we got both of them. Replace this with the sampler too. To hide these channels in the step sequencer, I'm going to do Alt-Z just to make it go away. Alt-Z again. So right now I'm going to get started on the 808. So I'm going to copy my kick layer, put it over my 808 layer. So first off, I went kick, right click, E to edit, C to copy, right click 808, E to edit, P to paste. Connect all these notes with legato, which is Control L. Make sure the velocity is all the way up. And I always like to do my 808s really high up, so when I bring them down, I know they're in tune. So it sounds like the fine tune on this 808 is a little bit off. So I'm just gonna go over here to the 808, adjust the pitch. So right here, there's an area where there's no extra 808 that's hitting right here, but the note of the melody changes. So to change the 808, I'm just going to add a slide note by clicking up here, slide, adding a note. Let me just cut this, and then drag it right here. Next off, I'm going to add a second snare in the background to fill in some of the gaps we have in the drums. And I don't want the second snare to hit when the kick hits for the most part. So I'm going to copy this kick layer, put it on my snare too. And I'm going to put this down, lower the velocity all the way to 0 so you don't hear it. And now I'm just going to get a note right here. So these are my guideline notes. I don't want the snares matching up with any of these to hit the kick. probably the only exception I'll have here for the snare hitting with the kick. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Next off, I'm gonna add some hi-hats, some high open hats, as they call them. These open hats actually extend a little more from where the note ends, so to stop that, I'm going to go over the open hat, channel, instrument. I'm going to bring this attack down and bring the release down. Add another melody right here. For the most part, the beat is pretty full, but I'm going to add some more elements to make the hook and the verses distinct. So I'm going to copy this hi-hat layer, paste it on another hi-hat layer. I'm going to send all my drums to the mixer. I'm going to just select these right here, drums only. I'm going to go to insert 10, link selected channels, start from this track. Now all my drums are going to go from 10 and on. If you're wondering what I'm doing with this hi-hat channel, second one, I'm going to pull up gross beat. I'm going to go to momentary, and I'm going to do a half speed on these hi-hats to make it more full. First off, I'm going to send these melodies to the mixer, doing the same thing, highlighting them in the step sequencer, mixer, right click, starting from this track. Now they're all laid out. And I'm going to mix this beat. First off, in my mixes, I'll just grab the kick. I'm not going to do anything crazy, just a simple mix. Boosting some highs in the snare, make it more crispy. Now I want the second hi-hat to be the same volume as the first one, or maybe even lower, so I'm going to right click, press C to copy, right click, P to paste. That's a little too loud, I'm just going to scroll down and lower this one. I want to cut out a little bit of the lows so they don't clash with the 808. I'm going to make this lead a little wider. Mix sounds pretty good. Now I'm just gonna raise the volume of the master. I'm gonna open up. It's not here. I'm gonna go over here. Fruity multi-band compressor. Right click. Mastering 2.4. I'm just gonna keep raising the gain until it sounds right. Alright, now that this is mixed, I'm going to go to my pattern, split by channel, and I'm going to lay the beat out. So we can ignore these sampler channels because those are just MIDI notes. Like drags, drag over here, kick, 808. Faster way to do this would be, you can use your keypad for these if you turn number lock off. 1, we're not using 2, not using 3, electric X. Gonna press the plus sign, go pattern up, kick, plus sign 808, so on and so on. I'm gonna do Control A, Control B, Control A, Control B, Control A, Control B. Just gonna duplicate this a bunch of times so I can map out different patterns. Got the hook right here, 16 bars. Now I'm gonna do the verse. Gonna have a little break off after the hook. Give the drums a break. So I'm gonna take the kick and 808 out. Just let the perks play. Right before the next hook, I'm just gonna have a break, only the melody, so it's a break from all perks, all drums. Gonna highlight the hook and the verse, shift click, and drag over, duplicate that. Last but not least, I'm going to go to the volume, create an automation clip. I'm going to copy this value right here, go over here, right click and note in, paste value, and I'm going to drop this end off right here. So it's going to fade out. With that being said, it's me making a Travis Scott type beat. Hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to play the beat now in full. And let me know in the comments what you thought of the beat, what tutorials you want to hear next, and so on and so on. Leave a like too. Peace.